My name is Pang Jin. I'm a recent MBA graduate from Missouri State University. Over the past year, I have been traveling to various places and meeting with many kind-hearted people with the purpose to get my mom, Cao Junping, released from the detention center in China. I moved to DC in May with the hope that my voice could be better heard by the U.S. government, Congress, and President Obama. A few days ago, on October 18th, my mother was sentenced to 10 years in prison by the Kuiwen District Court of Weifang City, Shandong Province. After being held in a detention center for over a year without trial, all of the things happened on her simply because of her belief in truthfulness, compassion, and forbearance, the three principles of Falun Gong, which is a peaceful meditation exercise persecuted by the Chinese Communist regime since 1999. On the same day, my aunt, Cao Junping, and two other Falun Gong practitioners were sentenced at the neighboring Hanting District Court to 9 years. My mother and my aunt were abducted last year during Beijing's intensified effort to ensure a peaceful Olympics. The local authorities in Weifang City, Shandong Province, made mass arrests of practitioners. My aunt and my mother were arrested on July 9th and July 29th, respectively. During the detention, they have been mistreated and tortured many times. My mom has been detained in the detention centers of Weifang City and Qingzhou City at different times. On August 8, 2008, the National Security Brigade started to interrogate my mom. The interrogation lasted for 5 days and 4 nights straight. 6 people took turns interrogating her around the clock. They did not allow her to sleep. And if she closed her eyes, they would splash her with cold water and hot water. They also forced her to sit for a very long time on an iron chair and tortured her for so long that she lost control of her bowels. Only then they stopped for 1 day. Then they tortured her in the same way continuously for 4 days and 3 nights, after which she developed a high fever that later turned into an illness with red palms on her skin. It is hard for people in the U.S. to believe that people are still being persecuted in modern days for their spiritual beliefs. Unfortunately, such cruelty is a reality under CCP's regime. Being in the U.S. alone, I miss my mother so much. I'm sure she wishes to see me just as much from within the torturous confinement. I've learned that President Obama will visit China in November. I want to tell him eagerly that, dear Mr. President, I hope when you visit China in November, please bring my kind and the innocent mother and aunt to freedom. Please help me rescue my mom and my aunt. please help in the persecution of Falun Gong as soon as possible.